Welcome back everybody. Here I'm just opening the Notepad++ again, and I'm just going to teach you some more things in the PHP. So what actually I'm just going to teach you, I'm just going to the index.php, which is actually the listed area of our table. Here this is the index page, and this is the access link. Actually this is simple text, but we are just going to make that link. Okay, and this is a page where we'll get the results. So I'm just going to the Notepad and I'm in the index.php. First of all, how to send the data to the specific page. So the thing is that obviously if you remember that we can send the get URLs. Okay, just check out the lessons again if you just forgot that, but this is really important for you to know that how to send the get variable. Okay, here I'm just sending the get variable in this class for the purpose. So by the way, this is the a tag starting and here the a tag is ending, and the page must be the detail.php. Okay, simple. This is the page I just linked up. Okay, the detail.php. So when I just refresh that, and I just got this type. Now this is the anchor tag. When I just click on access, now I'm just getting the detail.php and all the things are same. Okay, I just linked up the page. Okay, these things, but the thing is that I'm just creating a variable here. Okay, I'm just typing. Now as I said that the ID should be primary, and as I said that we should select, we can select, and we can do all the processes through the ID. We can delete the elements, we can select the ID elements, we can edit the elements. By the way, here I'm just typing ID, or you can type other things like record ID or something, anything you can type here. I'm just simply typing the ID and equal to, or I can type user ID. By the way, you can type anything which you want, but should be readable for you. So now what is the ID? We don't know. Obviously here we are just getting multiple rows, approximately 3 rows. So all the 3 rows has different IDs. I can't type 1, 2 or 3 or whatever. So what I'm just doing here, inside the double quotes, I'm just opening the single quotes. Okay, so here, and obviously here I'm just concatenating some new things. So add the concatenation sign, and then I'm just typing rows, and I'm just adding the ID here. Every row has an ID, and every time it just looped, this ID will displayed, and obviously the same ID will be displayed here as well. So save that and just go to the browser back, refresh that. Now I'm just clicking on the Shahzaib Kamal. Just see that the ID of Shahzaib Kamal is 2. I'm just clicking on access. Now user ID equal to 2. That means we just done the get URL sending. Here I'm just clicking on ASD, which is from Russia. I'm just clicking on access. Now I just got the user ID 10. If I just click on John Mark's access, so access, and I just got the user ID 1. Okay, now what I'm just going to do, this is another new thing which I'm just teaching you in this class. Actually we can get the specific ID. Here I'm just getting the specific ID. I'm just typing here the if, and here I'm just typing is set. Well, you already knew about this, what I'm just doing, and here I'm just typing if you got the user ID, or user ID. I just typed the user ID. Okay, so now press enter, and actually just copy and paste all this thing, cut that, paste that here, and now I'm just going to use this user ID here in the comments. But here in simple English readable form, we have to add some more things in the SQL query. I'm just typing select all from comments, but where the user ID will match with the specific records ID. I'm just going to the browser, and here the ID. Okay, here as you knew that if I just type here, you know that user ID, the meaning of user ID is 1, 2 or 10 or whatever. I'm just typing here where, we don't need to type the but. Okay, it simply type select all from comments, that means the table name, and then where the ID. This ID belongs to the database. Obviously just go to the database, in table check that we just typed simple ID. Okay, if you just added the email address as unique, so you can check out by the username as well, by the email address as well, by the way. So where the ID is equal to, now just add two single quotes. This is the must thing. Okay, and this is actually the part of the query if you just want to add some where things. So here where the ID is equal to dollar get. And now, as I said that if you just inside the double quotes, so don't need to put the single quotes inside the square brackets. So the user ID, really simple. Select all from comments where the ID is equal to get user ID. The get user ID can be 1, 2, 10 or 3 or whatever. Just go to the browser and refresh and cancel this pad actually, or refresh that now, because we just didn't create the variable named the user ID. So obviously this whole if is not working and I'm just getting nothing. I'm just closing that and refreshing this page again and just clicking on the axis Joan mark. Okay, here I'm just getting some kind of error in the HTML MySQL fetch stock. Okay, what's wrong I made here? I have to check that. The user ID is perfect. Select all from, everything is totally fine. Just looking, the user ID is perfect as well. Get back, click on access. Okay, I'm just getting the same error. Get back again. Oh, I got the problem actually. This thing D is actually the part of English grammar, which is really don't necessary in the SQL queries. Okay, simply select all from commit where ID is equal to user ID. Now refresh that and click on the access. Now I'm getting the result. Okay, now I'm just getting only one row, obviously, just because this loop is running only one time, because only one ID is matching with this user ID, which is actually I got from another page. So this thing is fine, but right now the result which I just get, I just want to print here. So here, instead of the name, the Shazab, I'm just adding the simple dollar and then rows. Why I'm just typing the rows? Because there I just mentioned the rows. So here is square brackets, and here inside the square bracket simply name. Okay, as you know that this thing belongs to the database, so let's just go to the database, and here obviously this is name. The other thing is email address, subject and gender. So I'm just going here and simply just adding another two single quotes, and here I'm just typing rows and the email address. Save that. Now the other thing is remove the Shazab again, and here this is subject area, so I'm just going to add the subject as well. All that thing is really simple. Simply we're just actually adding the database here. Now just go to do some more, and here I'm just adding some other things. What I'm just doing, rows and then the gender. Okay, perfect. Now here in the skills, I will just manage the skills in some minutes. Here I'm just adding the country, just linked up the database by using the rows, and here I'm just typing country. Save that, and the comments area I'm removing this thing and actually adding the comments as well. Dollar rows, and here I'm just adding the comments. Save that, go to the browser and check that. Refresh this. Now I'm just getting the result. The name is Joan Mark and the email address is ABS and the subject is I need a web whatever. Okay, when I just go back and if I just click on Shazab Kamal, I'm just clicking on access, and actually I'm just getting all the thing which is belongs to Shazab Kamal. I'm just going to back and I'm just click on ASD and I click on access. Now ASD whatever, simple thing. Okay, this skill is still Shazab because I just didn't do anything with these skills, but obviously I have to do that. So I'll just teach you some more things in the next class, how to manage this some more and how to manage these skills. So goodbye and stay tuned.